Most people that you meet in life will say, don't judge a book by its cover. But let's face it, some books just have some really amazing covers. So I went through a list of a lot of the books that are coming out in 2016 or books that have already been released, and I picked out some of my favorite covers. Now some of these books may be really bad, others may be great. I don't know, I haven't read most of these, but I do know that the covers are dang awesome. So yeah, let's talk about those. So the first book I have here has already been released. It is called Stars Above by Marissa Meyer. This is the Lunar Chronicles collection that binds up some of the e-novellas that have come out. Another really great cover is Cruel Crown by Victoria Aveyard. I just think that this is a really creative cover. I love that it's a drop of water, but at the same time it's a crown, and then you see the rings of blood around. It just looks really cool. There's also the cover for Glass Sword, which is the second book in the Red Queen series by Victoria Aveyard. Another one is the fourth and final book of the, I think it's called the Raven Boys series, I believe. It is called The Raven King. It's by Maggie Steve Otter. The color scheme is just beautiful. I can't stop looking at it. The Shadow Queen by C.J. Redwine. Again, it's one of those fairy tale fantasy kind of books, but it looks very dark. Gives me some Once Upon a Time feel. A Study in Charlotte by Brittany Cavallero. This is a kind of a retelling of A Study in Scarlet, which is a Sherlock Holmes book. The next one I am so excited to read, I can't even tell you. It is Unhooked by Lisa Maxwell. This is another one that gives me some major Once Upon a Time feelings, especially from season 3. I am in season 3 of Once Upon a Time right now. I've been watching Once Upon a Time slowly throughout the past year or so, and throughout the first 2 seasons I've liked the show. It never really hooked me. Hooked, haha. But season 3 is absolutely amazing so far. Hook is my favorite character, so when I found out about this book, which is a YA retelling of Peter Pan that focuses mostly on Hook, so excited. Wink Poppy Midnight by April Genevieve something or other. I have a really hard time pronouncing her last name. And obviously you can see the cover. It's beautiful. Forest of Ruin by Kelly Armstrong. Now, Kelly Armstrong has never been an author that I have been particularly interested in reading, but her Sea of Shadows trilogy series that she has going right now looks really good, and I plan on picking that up. This is the third and final book in that series, and the cover is just as beautiful as the first 2 books. And the final book I have here is Alistair Grimm's Odd Aquaticum by Gregory Finero. The artist who does the covers for these books has a Tumblr, and if you go on there, you can see the process that goes into making these covers. This actually isn't just an illustrated cover. There's actually a lot of artistry that goes into it, involving scale models and meshing that together with the artwork. So those were some of my favorite covers of 2016. There are a lot of books that are being released that I'm very much anticipating, though the covers haven't been released for those just yet. So I'm sure there will be plenty of other covers that are to come this year that I will find very, very appealing to my eyeballs. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.